Hi and welcome to Fans Talk Football, where we're just ordinary fans who love to talk about football. And today we have a very special guest. We have Nick with us today. You see, Nick has been reeling from a very painful week. Despite Liverpool beating Ajax and qualifying for the next round in the Champions League, he is still extremely hot from what transpired last weekend. And today we're just going to get his reactions.
Yes.
As you can see, he's already just...
Yeah.
And I heard you broke your personal best today with the bench press because out of frustration.
Yes, it's a good motivational tool, the anger at this VAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
Nick, talk us through what happened with VAR.
I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest with you, it started with the Everton game. Actually, it started a lot of times last year. But let me be very clear. I was actually a very pro VAR. I wanted VAR for like the longest time. There's so many things that happened that were missed, like possible red cards, penalties and all that. Especially like last season when Liverpool beat United and Rashford actually fouled one of our, I think it was Origi in the lead up to their goal, and that wasn't caught on VAR, it wasn't caught, and I was just like seething after that. So I was like, yeah, I really want VAR. But this year they're just taken VAR to a whole new level, and actually that's the crucial point. VAR is needed, like how Hawkeye is used in tennis and how you can challenge in the NBA. It's it's actually done very well.
And
It's
also
just
in rugby.
in rugby as well,
Yeah.
exactly. When it's done very well, it's like the most effective tool, and it doesn't interrupt with the game. You can just challenge, or if it's But in football, for some reason, it's become a hindrance. I mean, there isn't any fans already as it is. That's number one. But then now this VAR is affecting the flow of the game.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like suddenly, like one goal is scored, you don't know whether to celebrate or not. You're like, okay, let's hang on, let's just wait for the verdict. And after the checking and then the checking and the checking, and suddenly, boom, no goal, and you're like,
Yeah. It's taking the passion out.
Yeah,
from the
exactly.
game.
But the Liverpool game, okay, let me be very honest. Neco Williams fouled the Brighton player. It was a foul. That was a penalty. I didn't even need VAR. I was like, okay, that's a foul.
That was the second.
The penalty, the initial penalty.
The initial one,
sorry,
the first one.
initial penalty.
The one that they missed.
Yeah, the one that they missed. Thank goodness for that. But from that moment on, I was thinking to myself, Liverpool are in trouble. We are not up for it today. We're a makeshift team with Minamino and everything. I wasn't sure.
Whose goal was disallowed first? Was it Salah's goal?
I think it was Salah's goal. I mean, I can live with it.
It was like a fraction. Like literally, it was like a fraction of a toe.
Yeah.
Some would argue that even, on the screen, you can't assess something as accurately
Correct.
as.
Correct.
That must be.
That's my issue with it. I don't understand. Like, okay, if what's offside actually? I mean, if you define offside like by a person's hand or by a person's arm being crossed the line, right, when the ball is played. I mean, in my I don't play football for a living, but a hand cannot score a goal. So I don't understand why. If it's an act of running, so the player in the future has to like make sure that he runs like that. I mean, it's very subjective, I feel.
Like you said the other day to me, it's become very robotic.
Yeah, it's very robotic. There's not much passion anymore. It's like it's upsetting.
I read that somewhere someone was saying that the offside rule was implemented to not give the offensive team a certain advantage, but like that's like a certain distinct advantage where it's pretty clear, something that the linesman could even spot.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna like see something so tiny like 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters like that, how is a linesman gonna spot it?
Exactly.
How is a human eye going to spot it?
Exactly.
Even like during the replay, during checking, they rewind it couple times.
Correct.
That's because they want to make sure. But I don't know. So, and then there's another argument that says that when you're offside, doesn't matter what part. And I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that as well, because I want to see goals, right?
Yeah,
we want to see goals.
Yeah.
And
I guess. The two distinct like issues here is VAR the problem, or are the people controlling VAR the problem? People who are using the system, do they know football? Do they understand how football is played? Coming a person's arm, a person's like his shoulders is a bit offside, but his feet are behind well behind the line, and technically speaking, the feet are the one that scores the goal. I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of tweaks over the summer at least. This cannot go on. It's getting a bit boring.
There's 2 disallowed goals, right?
2 disallowed goals, and then
what was the other one for? What was the other one disallowed for?
Not wrong, I think. there was a foul leading up to the goal. I think I can't recall properly because I was watching the. I was like super upset. No, sorry, my bad. It was the last minute. The last minute goal. No. Sorry, the last one was Brighton scored the penalty at the end because Andy Robertson was clearing the ball and then his leg went through Danny Welbeck's leg. Yeah. You remember that?
It just like
clipped. And then even Danny Welbeck, and then the Brighton coach was saying, "Man, we think that's a soft penalty, but we'll take it, But we admit that it's a soft penalty." Welbeck stood up and he did it. He was like, "Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it." I mean, it's like the guy didn't even know it was a penalty. Now you want to give? I mean, come on. I mean, just clearing the ball. This is a contact sport. You expect some contact to happen.
Yeah.
I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Don't say like he just swept the guy off his feet. He didn't. He was standing up there. He's still doing his thing. I mean, he's standing well back. I mean, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was very upset. And the best part is I paid for 2 beers to watch that game. I was down like $20, and then I thought. No, my bad. Sorry, it was supposed to be 2-0. Then someone's goal was disallowed.
Yeah,
I think
it was supposed to be 2-0. I think
was it Mane's goal or something? Was Salah's goal was disallowed? It was supposed to be 2-0, and then the penalty was conceded. So it became 1-1, and then the penalty was conceded. No, it became 1-0, then the penalty was conceded. It became 1-1.
It was Liverpool scored first, and then they had a goal disallowed.
Salah's goal.
And then penalty, and then they had another goal disallowed.
At the end, yeah, I think so.
It
was supposed to be.
How does that affect Liverpool's chances in the title race? They're still joint top. I mean, you really can't be too upset because you're joint top at the table. Yeah. You're through in the next round in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there are worse things to be in. Considering, actually, I'm very happy with the way Klopp uses his team. There's a lot of rotation. And the players that come in have been performing, like Curtis Jones, Michael Williams, Rhys Williams, and Nathan Phillips, the young guys. These guys are doing pretty well, I think, considering Van Dijk is out and Joe Gomez is out, and you're pretty much a bare defense,
Yeah.
Yet, it's still working out. I can't get too angry.
Yeah. But what do you think of the fixtures? Klopp has been complaining about the fixtures.
I think, to be honest,
about the 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah, that was a little bit special.
The Champions League matches in the midweek. So you think the FA's got it in for Liverpool with the timing of the kickoffs?
I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. I feel like, of course, Liverpool being the champions and so-called the best team in the land right now. For the first time, I waited so long for this to say that. They
are the best team.
Never had a chance to say that in my life.
They are the best team.
Always been.
No one can argue with that.
Always been pretending.
How can you argue with that?
Yeah. Anyway, so I cannot get too upset. I feel like right now, if we can get a good Champions League run going, maybe semi-finals. I don't mind if we lose semi-finals, but get a good season going. Even though despite so many injuries and everything.
I think that's the challenge, is it, to manage your injuries?
Yeah.
See yourself signing anyone in January to cover?
No, I don't think so. I think Thiago's coming back, Ox is coming back. Midfield is pretty alright, and I think
no defender.
Defender maybe one, but the thing is everybody knows Liverpool are desperate for a defender right now.
Yeah.
So my issue is that
jack up the price.
They start jacking up the price, and then they start charging 80 million for Maguire or 80 million for Koulibaly, but Koulibaly's older. Koulibaly
30.
He's a bit older, and he's not worth that kind of money. One injury, and that's it, man.
Better off signing Upamecano.
Yeah, but that's going to cost money. Yeah. That's going to cost money. And the thing is, when Van Dijk and Gomez are back fit, what's going to
happen to them, right?
Correct. So hopefully by then we'll still be in the top 2, top 3 with a shot of winning the title. Hopefully, maybe because I heard Virgil van Dijk is actually making very good progress.
Yeah, I heard that too. Ahead of schedule.
Yeah, right? So I'm praying maybe if we're in it by March and it's last 3-4 games and he's just coming back just to get us over the line, I'll be happiest man in the world.
Who do you guys have this weekend?
This weekend is Wolves.
Home? Away?
I think it's at Anfield.
Okay. Yeah, how do you fancy your chances for that?
I think Wolves this season are not as good as they were last season. And
they beat Arsenal 2-1. Fisherman's friend and I. But anyway, how do you fancy your chances?
That's another bag of issues that we'll talk about one day.
Yeah, oh man. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a tough game, isn't it?
It's definitely a tough game, but they don't have Jimenez. But I think that Daniel Podence guy, he's a good player.
It's a sick head of clash of heads between David Luiz and Jimenez.
Yeah, that was scary.
They're talking about introducing substitutions for concussions.
Yeah,
Surely,
good idea.
yeah, that's a good idea. You gotta
Good idea.
protect players, right?
Yeah, especially now, man. With so many games being played. By the way, RIP to Papa Boba Diop.
Yeah.
RIP.
It was a Fulham
Fulham guy.
legend, Senegal legend at least. Scored against
France in the
France,
2002 World Cup.
scored 2 goals against Uruguay as well in the group games. Yeah, it ended 3-3, but
Boss.
yeah.
Boss player.
So yeah, Liverpool Wolves. Scoreline prediction?
Scoreline prediction. It's at Anfield, so I fancy Liverpool, but I don't think Trent is playing. I think Robertson might be a 50-50 situation. I think maybe a 1-0 to Liverpool. I think we can. But I hope if Alisson is injured, I hope Callahan starts.
Why is Alisson injured?
I think apparently his hamstring is a little bit tight right now. Whatever it is, no Adrian.
Yeah, Callahan's he had a clean sheet, right?
Yeah,
in the midweek.
He did.
But the title rivals are playing Arsenal, Tottenham, the North London.
North London derby,
it's
sir.
a huge weekend for Arsenal.
What are your predictions on that?
Well, I can't be too optimistic. There's no reason for me to be too optimistic.
Yeah.
But the best I could hope for is a draw.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be elated if Arsenal did win.
Yeah.
But okay, well, actually, interestingly, they played really, really well against Rapid Vienna yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow, when I was watching it, I was actually stunned. I was surprised. If they can play this good, why can't they just replicate this form in the league?
Why don't you think they can maintain it in the league as well?
No, I think Arteta's got them set up so in such a way, like don't concede a goal. I think the mentality is the chances will come, and you'll take your chances, but at the back, you just got to make sure you shut the door.
Just don't concede.
Yeah, just don't concede. And that's what they have been doing until they capitulated against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Initially, at one point, they were the team with the least goal conceded. I think
for Arsenal, that's a
8 games in, they were a team that conceded the least goal in the first 8 games in the Premier League. But I don't know what happened after that. And if they can actually replicate the form that they had, I mean, last night, they actually played really well. And I was actually very happy. If you watched the highlights, Lacazette's goal, you see, and I thought that those kind of goals would lift the team, right?
Correct.
And that's why Liverpool back then with Steven Gerrard always hitting the screamers.
Yes.
And it would lift the crowd. It would lift the team. And I thought that was very much needed. Like you needed a screamer like that, and we'll see. Maybe Spurs, they were shaky against LASK. I watched the game as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
3-3, right? Joe Hart was shambolic.
Joe Hart was shambolic. But they were well placed goals though.
Yeah, they were.
And Bale scored a penalty.
He did.
I think that one's to get him. But and the 2 goals they scored, it was from 2 penalties. Dele Alli scored the third one.
Penalty,
they took the lead twice. So so they were 1-0 down, and then they equalized right before half time. And then they went up, and then last LASK equalized, and then Spurs went up again from a penalty.
Correct.
And they conceded a 92nd minute equalizer. Wow.
But that's not the first time that happened to Spurs this season, though. Remember?
I think it was West Ham. It was West Ham.
The Lanzini screamer.
Wow.
That was mad.
Czech Tiote-esque.
Right?
I know it's your favorite moment. I don't know why you like to rub it in my face.
Czech Tiote, bro. Czech Tiote, that was a good goal.
Rest in peace.
Czech Tiote. Oh yeah, he did. Oh man, I forgot.
Okay, you always reminding me about it.
No, it was a good game to watch for the neutrals.
Freaking 4-0, man.
Goodness.
But so I'm just hoping. But Mourinho against Arsenal, he's always on point.
He figures it out.
I don't know why. It's like he hates Arsenal.
Well, to be fair, he manages 2 London teams.
So Spurs and Chelsea. And former United.
United as well.
Manager,
so he's supposed to hate Arsenal, I guess.
What do you think of Spurs' chances winning the Premier League this season? I mean, I don't. Obviously, to me, never. Spurs will never have a chance. But it looks like they've got a title-winning manager.
Yes.
He's proven before. He's won whatever that has been put in front of him. And they've got a solid front 3.
They do.
Son, Kane, Nobile,
Ndombele,
Bale. Yeah. So,
yeah.
what do you think of their chances? Do you think they're a real threat to Liverpool's?
Yeah, definitely, man. I think one thing about Jose is that, he's like a 3-4 season kind of manager. Like the first season, he'll be like, okay, he'll start signing these people, the players that he likes, the two-way, wingers and everything that makes it a very solid, compact team. And once the second, third season comes in, then he starts winning trophies, no matter what. Like even United, he won them the Europa League,
and the League Cup.
In the League Cup,
season.
yeah, that's trophies, and United hasn't been able to replicate that since,
I was talking to Ling the other day,
Yeah.
but
So
says that
yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has afforded more time compared
Yeah.
to these managers. But yeah. Anyway, Spurs' chances of winning the Premier League. You think they've got a decent chance?
I think they've got a good chance. I think they've got. It's like a four-way like title race right now because City seem to be hitting their stride.
Yeah.
Their 5-0 win against Burnley.
And
They're
obviously
playing
Chelsea, isn't it?
Chelsea and obviously Spurs and Liverpool are in it. Depending on who can stay the least amount of injuries and just grind out results, because at this point I don't think you can actually sustain 90 minutes of football that you want to play, especially with Liverpool's style. I think 60 minutes you get yourself 2-0 up and you just start closing the door.
Yeah.
You start rotating players.
Talking about the Premier League title, if Liverpool were to win this season,
Yeah.
they're at 20, right?
Yes.
Same as United.
Same
right?
as United. I'd like you guys to know that. So a lot of you guys got the twin champions 20, So I'm going to get the same thing.
Who's going to be? It's obviously clearer that Liverpool will be the bigger team, right? Well, because they've
Yeah,
got more
6
Champions
Champions
League.
Leagues, correct. 6 European Cups.
They'll be the most successful team in all
Yeah.
of England, right?
Correct. But that being
So
said,
what do you have to say to the United fans? They say no way. That's not the way it is.
I'll just say that thank God Ole's at the wheel and allowed us to have a couple of good years. But I have to give props to Ferguson though. The two losses to Barcelona in the Champions League finals. There's no shame in that.
Yeah.
There was no shame in those losses. Those were
the best Barca team
ridiculously good Barcelona team. I think nobody could have beaten them that year. So it's just unfortunate.
They were so dominant during that
I
period,
cannot give them any. Criticism.
But so another Ling also pointed out one of a statistic saying that Salah has scored more penalties than Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, did he now, Ling? Let me tell you how Salah takes the penalty. He sizes up the ball. He runs. He does not stop like a bitch. He takes a shot and it goes in. Bruno will be like, what the fuck, man? Just take the shot, lah. I mean, don't you think it's a little bit insincere, when you take a penalty that way? I feel like Jorginho does the same thing. I'm not a fan of this thing, dude. I'm not a fan. I feel like
there was a rule, right, before this that you can't change your pace as you run. You can't change your momentum.
The thing is with these pricks is that they look up and they see the keeper and then they stutter. The keeper cannot already come off his line, so he has to stand there. He's like a freaking it's like a clown, He has to try and predict where you're going and everything. It's ridiculous, man. No, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I think it should be Alan Shearer style. 2-3 steps, bang, top corner. That's it. If you can. It should be it.
What do you think of Bruno as a player, though?
Oh no, he's a damn good player. I mean, penalty.
You think he's actually a really?
Oh
good
no,
player?
I think
not just his statistics from penalties.
No. I think right now, based on form, I think he's the best midfielder in the league. I think he's better than De Bruyne because De Bruyne hasn't really been performing this year.
Wow.
But I mean, in terms of natural ability alone, it's De Bruyne, that's for sure. But in terms of the current MVP midfielder, it's Bruno Fernandes, and it's ridiculous.
Sounds like an arrogance in him sometimes.
There is, but I think most United fans will agree. I think that's needed right now with United, and his work ethic and his mindset. Man, any sports fan would respect that.
Yeah.
He has a go at people when you don't work hard, when you don't run there. What the hell are you doing? He'll have a go at you. I don't see Pogba doing that. I don't see Maguire doing that. So I mean, I'm a fan of good football.
I think it's a legitimate fear with Man U fans right now. With Liverpool, they're worried that Liverpool might win their 20th top flight title, and that's
I'm 32 years old. I waited that long for
the
this.
same as number of United trophies. How do you think they feel when Liverpool if it ever matches?
Oh,
You think do you see the banter that you're gonna be
Oh,
giving them, or no, or not? Like you're not just. Are you gonna be humble about it, or are you gonna?
I mean, I would like to say that I've been relatively humble this past few years about everything because I don't wanna be the United fans in the 90s when everybody was like, you're not Man U, you're a loser. I'm like, okay, fine. In school, you're not a United fan, you're like, so. I'm gonna be a nice guy, but I'm just gonna give specific dishes to people who were dicks to me back when I was younger. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Well, I'd definitely like to get my brother-in-law, who's a die-hard Liverpool fan, on
Oh
the show
yeah,
with you,
yeah.
and with Ling as well. You
Yeah.
know, like we'll see what happens if the three of them come. I think it will
I'll bring the popcorn.
completely combust.
They should bring your brother as well.
Especially on social media.
Yeah.
My brother,
The United guy.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Because I'm just a spectator, like on social media, on Facebook or something. Like if I
Yeah.
see some comments, I always see like a friendly banter. It's quite nice. I mean,
yeah. I've got a friend who just starts ranting, one whole page long. He get very angry about
like
everything.
a
He's a United fan.
And
he just starts ranting, and it's my Monday morning joke of the week. I start laughing at it when I'm at my desk. Yeah.
Is he
no,
a
but he's
competitor of you in the fantasy?
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't play
He's just my
fantasy.
colleague in the office.
Okay. How are you doing in the fantasy, by the way?
Oh, I'm not doing very well. Ling is doing very well. Ling is the boss right now.
Who's you got?
Ling, I think worldwide, he's like top 20,000 or something right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's like 4 million players,
Whoa, that's pretty good. Ling.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
But who are you captaining this weekend?
this weekend.
You're gonna share your insight?
No. I've got a trick up my sleeve. I'm not gonna tell anybody about it unless you post this after.
Yeah. Ling shared some tips the other day.
What is he gonna?
Said, like, don't get the stars.
Don't get the
It's
stars.
stars that disappoint you.
That's the thing.
At the end of the
That's
day.
thing. Yeah, don't get fooled by the price tag.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Because he said like players like Kevin De Bruyne, Aubameyang, and they're flopping. Like they're not getting points for the fantasy team.
Okay, I'll let you know my captain for the week. I'm actually going to captain Jamie Vardy against Sheffield United. Yeah, he's away.
Sheffield United's only got 1 point.
Yeah, and Jamie Vardy, I think it was like 80% of his points total and points hauled this season in fantasy league is all from away games.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't know if you
He
realize.
scored
You can
against
check it out.
Arsenal, yeah.
Most of the away games is the ones that he scored a lot of goals in. So that's why I'm just gonna go with him.
With Jamie
Because
Vardy.
last week everybody was going Jamie Vardy against Fulham at home.
Yeah,
and Fulham
and
won.
they bottled it. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. People might be put off by that. They might go with Salah this week or De Bruyne against Fulham.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with Vardy.
Shit.
Hopefully,
He's got Fulham.
try and get a few people, shocked.
Okay, we really got to start. We really got to get that predictions thing going again. That was kind of fun.
That was.
We did it.
But I like our quiz.
Yeah, and you won, and you owe Ling something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, not you owe. He owes you something.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind for him?
I don't know.
Surely something embarrassing. Embarrassing enough. Like
Embarrassing enough,
Okay,
huh?
we won't do something too crazy.
I wanted to wear my Liverpool jersey.
Whoa!
I have an extra large one. I have an extra large one.
What'd you say? Extra large with that?
Huh?
What'd you say with that extra large?
Because he's a bigger size guy than me. I wear tight clothes, dude. I like to wear tighter clothes, and I don't have many.
It's on a transformation journey.
Yes. No. Props to Ling. I'm very happy for you, bro. But you are wearing my Liverpool jersey next time.
I don't know if he will do that. We'll see if that is
No,
not
he
good.
has to, dude. He lost.
He owes. He
Yes,
definitely
does.
owes you something.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. I'll bring the jersey next time around. He has to wear it, and then we'll take a picture.
Does he have to post on his Instagram or something? No.
Ooh, is that too much? Is that too much?
Maybe it is.
Okay, maybe it's
he's
too much.
like he's got a bunch of Man United fans followers. You might just stop following him, man.
Okay. For 5 minutes of the next FTF session, he has to wear my jersey.
Okay, that's fair enough. Sounds fair enough, right?
5 minutes.
He'll be notified. I don't know how he'll take it when he gets this notification. But yeah, Ling, looks like Nick has decided what your penalty is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we'll talk about your fantasy.
Yeah.
Now we talk about where do you think Liverpool will end at the end of the
This
season?
season?
Yeah. So I think you just mentioned you'd be very happy if they end in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
At least
Definitely.
a cup run.
Definitely, you think that nothing is acceptable except the Premier League title.
Yeah. I think because in EPL this season especially, I don't think there are many standout teams. I think everybody is struggling to cope with the fixtures and their injuries and everything. So I think it's there to be won.
Yeah.
And Liverpool being the reigning champions, they have the so-called like the freshest pedigree, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they know how to do it, and they've done it recently. And then I think if they can just keep tight at the back and score the odd goal and just grind out the results. Get yourself like into March, second with 2 points off the top or something. I think I fancy myself. I fancy the chances at the end.
I'm pretty impressed with the way they've been handling it. Like
Yeah.
that's championship material.
Championship material, correct.
Champion material, right?
Yeah, you don't play well, but you just get the win.
You get your players injured,
Yeah.
but you get the others to perform as well. So,
Yeah.
like you said the last time, you said it was a system, right?
Yeah, it's a
it was
system.
actually a system. Like one player goes out, a like replacement
Yes.
comes in, and then it just
fits into the system.
The cog,
Yeah.
it just meshes well. And I'm really impressed with Liverpool actually. Like at one time they were on a dip in form after the Everton game.
Yeah.
I think they beat Arsenal, and then they just went on a slight winless run, right?
That was last season, right?
No, this season.
Oh, this season, sorry.
It started with the Carabao Cup
Yes.
penalty loss against Arsenal, and then it was like a
Yeah.
draw with Everton, and then it was like a loss in the Champions League, was it?
Lost in Champions League. I think it was Atalanta.
Atlanta. Is it?
Atalanta.
Yeah,
Lost
it was
Atalanta.
like a mini dip,
Yeah.
and on top of that, Van Dijk went out,
Yeah.
and then you had like
Joe Gomez went out for England. He got injured for
I really
England.
thought that
Yeah.
they would just falter, but no.
No.
That's champion. That's true champion.
You cannot.
Can't hate.
Yeah.
I can't hate. As much as I would like to hate, but I can't because much respect has to be given. But a team that I can hate is Tottenham.
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking crap, man.
Yeah. I mean, I think their fans as well, especially you see in England, they get so like, oh, this is our year, but you never really won anything, so we don't know what you're talking about.
Rubbish.
Yeah, so I don't know, especially expressions in the UK. He starts mouthing off.
Not a shout out to you, yeah.
Expressions. I don't know what is. Yeah.
But I think Poch is a good manager.
To Poch, I honestly think if I was at Woodward right now, I would sack Ole and just take Poch in right now.
Poch, yeah.
You just
Think he'll ever come to Arsenal? I think that's a possibility.
Arteta's on a 3-year contract though.
Yeah, but
This is his second season, right?
this is his. He came in halfway.
Oh, so
during
one,
last
but
season.
yeah,
almost one season.
Yeah, but Arsenal won't sack and pay off like 2 managers in a row right
probably
now.
not.
Highly doubt
Probably
it.
not at that close.
Yeah.
But do you think Poch will come if Arteta did get
That
the
would
sack? Do you
be
think
such
Poch
a
will come?
big move, I think, especially North London.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Spurs guys will hate him for life.
Yeah. I think it's Barcelona and Arsenal, are the two clubs Poch will never.
Yeah, because of his is it
affiliations with Espanyol.
Espanyol. Yeah, his roots.
But I would like a manager like Klopp. But you see, for Arsenal, right? Even if they do sack Mikel Arteta, I don't know who's the right manager to come in.
Right now,
Which
it
manager?
seems pretty thin. Actually, you know who I don't mind?
Only Sir Alex Ferguson can come in and fix the team, man. That's it. That's
No,
the
no,
only
no,
player.
no,
That's the only
yeah,
manager that can
respect
fix.
to Fergie and everything,
Right?
but he's too old, man. He's enjoying his life. Yeah.
Not really. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he gets a heart attack.
Yeah.
Some of United's
I hope he doesn't, man. 2020 has taken enough. I don't want Ferguson to go.
True. Yeah.
I don't want Ferguson to go. I like him. Anyway, no, I think I personally feel like if, say for example, for me, if Jurgen Klopp was to leave soon, I would actually like Julian Nagelsmann.
Yeah. Oh wow, he's doing bits.
I think he's
Leipzig.
Yeah, Leipzig. His footballing brain is excellent. His charisma, his energy. He'll get people to go do things. I think he's one of the ones to watch.
Super young.
Yeah, so I think if
Super young.
if Arteta would be sacked, I think he'll be
Nagelsmann,
a good replacement. You wouldn't want to freaking Sam Allardyce or some shit like that, man. No, that's upsetting.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who Nagelsmann, but he's happy there at Leipzig. They've got a big project there.
Yeah.
That you see how they're handling the group of there.
Yeah.
Like that PSG,
United
and Leipzig all tied at 9 points, man. Damn.
Correct. That being said, though, United
Not safe.
Real Madrid could end up in the Europa League
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
That'll be
Real Madrid too.
Real Madrid.
Oh, wow, what?
Zidane's Real Madrid, with
And they
Eden Hazard.
lost.
Can you imagine Sergio Ramos playing the Europa League?
Although he started his career at Sevilla, and it was 2004.
Oh yeah.
He won the Europa League
Yeah,
with the 2004. Yeah. 2004, 2005. He won the Europa League with Real Madrid. Sorry, with Sevilla, and then he went to Real Madrid. But thanks again for coming, Nick, to this show. and we certainly hope to have you again.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Please do come. And I hope to make this a weekly thing.
Yeah,
If you guys like to see Nick on a weekly basis, please do comment on the section below. Thank you guys for always supporting our channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking our content. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
You never walk alone.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.